Good morning, gang. Sorry this one is a little late, but I had recorded the morning video, and when I went and uploaded it, YouTube is giving me problems for the video, which of course means I'm over the target. Uh, so we'll see if I can get this one through the liberal screeners and get some facts out to you guys. But we'll see what they say. So I'm going to record this one. This one's going to be a little different than normal. And it specifically goes to what preppers stand for, what we are, who we are at the core. Okay. And it's something that's been sticking in my craw since last night, today's Wednesday, since Monday, since I first heard about this. One of the first rules of prepping, one of the reasons we prep is to take care of ourselves, correct? Okay? Because we know there's no one else coming. The government isn't coming to save you. The grocery store isn't going to be there, whatever would be. And so the reason we do this is so when shit hits the fan, no matter how small, how big, whatever would be, we're okay. Now, I totally get that life throws curveballs at people. And all of a sudden something bad happens and you need help. I get that. Right? If anybody out there ever said that this channel wasn't charitable, I'd be highly perplexed as to what their reasoning would be. Okay. Between God knows how many generators we've given away, food processor, food dehydrators, money, donating to food drives, toy drives, animal shelters, veterans organizations, I'd say all of you and me have done a good fair share of charity. Okay. We've helped North Shore last year when he was out of work and having serious medical conditions. We helped JW when his dad died. We helped Keto Homestead with Jess when she was about to lose her apartment, lose her farm. We helped Needy Homesteader when her husband was killed. I think the prepping community has all rallied around people, no question. But somewhere a line has to be drawn, okay? The prepping community is not a charitable organization. We're not a fundraising organization. One of the hardest things for me to do, believe it or not, is to ask you guys to donate to a cause. And the only time I usually do that is around the holidays. Okay. I'd rather see you guys spend your money on getting yourself prepped if you have a little extra to give to your church or give to the local community or whatever it is. I'm going to support that. Okay. But the reason I say this, okay, and I want you to think about it as a prepper. The world goes to hell, and you are at home with whoever's in your house. It could be spouse, kids, parents, uncles, aunts, your mag, whoever would be. And everybody's like this going, okay, how long is our food going to hold out? Do we have water? What about our power situation? It's cold, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? And everybody's on pins and needles trying to figure out what can we do to make it through to the next day. And all of a sudden you hear and there's a knock at the front door. And there's somebody standing there who you have no idea who it is and says, can you help me? Right? We've talked about this many times. the response from most people is going to be hit the bricks. Okay, sorry. I don't have enough to bring in another mouth to feed or multiple mouths to feed or anything like that. Maybe maybe you give them a bag of rice and an apple or something like that and say, hey, this is the best I can do. There's no room at the end. I'm sorry. And call me a bad person for that or whatever, but none of us are opening up a homeless shelter in an SHTF situation. Simple as that. We are preparing for ourselves. That is what preppers do. I'm not preparing so the entire city of Sharps Chapel has food just in case the world blows up. Okay, I'm preparing for me and Mrs. P and the dogs. So when this situation hits home, okay, when all of a sudden out of the blue, and maybe those of you who have channels and stuff like that, maybe this happens too, somebody out of the blue says, can you help me? And you're like, I have no idea who you are. Okay. The answer is going to be no. I'm sorry, it's the same thing. Giving you a bag of rice and an apple in an SHTF situation is no different than giving you a $5 bill right now. Sure, there's people we've helped in this community, in many communities. I mean, whether it's Rudy's or Jason's or Magic's or Prepper Now's or, pick one, TJ, any of them, okay? We've all done what we can to help. And this is why it just sticks in me, because the goodness in my heart wants to help, but the skepticism in my brain also says we can't just open this up to anytime somebody needs something to come to a prepper channel and we'll open up the checkbook and start writing checks to everybody. I don't know about anybody else. I don't have a ton of money to sit there and start supporting every cause that's out there or helping anybody that's down on their luck, okay? We all have to make a decision based on our own circumstances on whether or not we have the ability and the desire to help somebody else. Sometimes we can't. I heard from a lot of you guys over the holiday food drive. I'd love to help, I just don't have it. I get that, okay? Been there. Still go there sometimes, okay? Things happen and trying to rub two nickels together. I do my best to help everybody. But the one person that I've really got to help the most, or two people, is me and Mrs. P. I've got to protect us. We've all seen scenarios on YouTube where money was donated and didn't go where it was expected to, okay? And that's very damaging to the person that said, hey, I'm raising money for this. And then if it doesn't go there, that's not a good thing. Let's put it that way. I'm sorry if people think I'm cold because of this. I'm not, okay? Everybody's got to pick and choose their battles. Some people may throw caution to the wind and say, oh, somebody said something, I have no idea who they are, and, I'll open the floodgates. Other people, a little bit more skeptical. Sorry. I've been screwed over way too many times in my life by people that had a sob story for me. And in the end, I was the one left holding in the bag. Anybody been through a divorce? Yeah, especially as a guy, good luck. You go to court, doesn't matter what happened, you're screwed. Okay. Y'all know that story and custody of my daughter and the whole 9 yards there, but that's a different topic. I'll help anybody in this family. But if I don't know who somebody is, please understand. There's how many? A million? Let's just say, for example, let's say there's a million preppers in the United States. Okay. What would that make it? 3% of the population, which I think that's probably relatively accurate. If every one of them emailed me, did whatever, and said, can you help? And I gave each one of them $1. $1. I'd have to come up with $1 million. I don't know about anybody else. I don't have $1 million. I don't have anywhere close to $1 million. Okay. I'm sorry if some people think that, gee, you're not helping other people. I think I do a pretty damn good job of it. And I'm going to keep doing it the way I do it. I wish all the best for people that are down on their luck. Been there, you know that. I got help too from people I knew. That would be my suggestion. Not go to complete strangers who have no idea who you are and say, help me. Start with the people you know. Like I said, not exactly what's going on, but this has been stuck in my craw for the last 48 hours because of some things that happened. If I offend some people, I'm sorry. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to tell you how to cow ate the cabbage, and that's it. If that other video ever gets anywhere with YouTube, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I don't know what today brings. This is kind of a real kick in the balls, let's put it this way, some of the comments that I got. Enjoy your day. Pinball out.